Hello, fellow crypto maniacs. It is time for us to rise. We're going to look at all the fudsters out there in the past, and we're seeing so much happen in our crypto industry. It is insane. All next on OG Crypto and NFTs. Welcome everyone. My name is Troy, and every day we go over blockchain technology, cryptocurrencies, and non-fungible tokens that are crapping all over you if you're owning any of them. Now, before we jump into it, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to give you the best 5 minutes in the crypto industry right now. Let's jump right into it. Thank you, Lord. 5 years ago, this is what was being said out there. Let's listen to it.
All this terrible price action in crypto has given us pause and forced us to ask a tough question. Should we continue to cover Bitcoin? And the answer is sadly no. So today we're having a funeral for Bitcoin. It was fun while it lasted, so many memories, so many friends. There was Tom Lee and his calls for 20,000 by year end. There was Novogratz and his calls for 40,000. And there was Ripple. I think we'll miss you most of all, Brad Garlinghouse. And then there were the characters. Bitcoin Jesus, the Oracle of Bitcoin, all 500 of the Ethereum co-founders, and who could forget the Coinbase screen grab and mindless trolling on Twitter, and of course our Bitcoin bug.
Wow. Wow, 5 years ago, the Bitcoin funeral began. It is crazy to even think about. Let's go one step further. What did they say about the internet? Let's go take a look at this gentleman right here. Actually, pull me off the screen first. Pull me off the screen. All right, there we go. Let's go look at the man, the myth, the legend in the corner. There we go. Who is that boy, huh? Let's go read this article now. I'm going to just read the top two paragraphs. Can you pull it down for a second? It's going to happen here. It says, after 2 decades online, I'm perplexed. It's not that I haven't got gas. I've not had got gas of a good time on the internet. I've met great people, even caught a few hackers or two, but today it's uneasy about the most trendy and oversold community. It says visionaries see the future of telecommunication workers, interactive libraries, and multimedia classrooms. They speak in electronic town meetings and virtual communities. Oh my God, right? Commerce and business will shift from offices and malls to networks and modems. And the freedom of digital networks will make the government more democratic. Well, baloney. This article goes on from Newsweek in 1995. Do computer pundits lack the common sense? The truth in no online database will replace your daily newspaper. Let me read that again. The truth is no online database will replace your daily newspaper. No CD-ROM can take place of a competent teacher, and no computer network will change the way government works. My God. Guys, you have 6 to 12 months to get into this. We are seeing the biggest companies roll into this space. If you're sitting on the sidelines and you're listening to our government, to Elizabeth Warren, to Gary Gensler, to even the President of the United States, and to Congress, Maxine Waters, Brad Johnson, they're going to tell you to get out of it. Why? Because they want their people, their banking system, their financial system in on it. They want to grab as much as possible and then leave you out into the cold. Guys, if you don't understand that now, you will be left behind. Just like myself and many others that were out there, knowing that the internet was the future, we tried to invest in it and there was nowhere to go to read up on companies. Where do we go? As a community, as an investment public, as the retail, yeah, we were lambs to the slaughter watching CNBC. And believe it or not, Jim Cramer started an internet company. He went public and he screwed everybody. That's why I'm surprised this guy's even around, because no one wants to talk about him putting together a company and then finding out it was a complete fraud and him getting really whacked around. Unfortunately, he didn't go to jail. What he did, we get a job at CNBC, and now he's making millions. You know, and actually hedge funds are making millions actually doing exactly what he says the opposite. All right, so what are we seeing today? Forbes declares impending 15 trillion Quake targeted at XRP and others. Guys, this is insane. We just went to 2.8 trillion in 2021. If the 4-year cycle stays on trend, then we're looking at 2025 hitting $15 trillion. Can you imagine the average coin from 3 trillion to 15 trillion is 5 times, okay? 5 times its height. Let's go take Bitcoin for an example. If we're throwing numbers out. Bitcoin's all-time high was 70,000. So if I took 70,000 and I 5 times that, that means today's Bitcoin would be worth $350,000. That is insane. That's what if you 5 times everyone's all-time high, that's what we're pretty much getting into. If you took Ripple and their all-time high was right around the high 3s, then we're looking at somewhere at $18. We're looking at trillions by themselves of market cap. This article continues to read on about XRP and its adoption. It is a great article. Go take a look at it. This actually is from the Cryptic Basic, but it's a forged article. All right, next. I've been the proponent of being very negative about Ethereum. And I'll come out today and I'm going to apologize because I wasn't negative enough. It is the most centralized company I know out there, okay? ConsenSys lawsuit reveals JPMorgan owns critical Ethereum infrastructure. Are you kidding me? You sold it off to a bank? Thank you, Joseph Lubin, because now you're getting sued. Let's go read about this. A group of 35 shareholders of Ethereum giant ConsenSys has filed a special audit of the 2020 deal that saw JPMorgan Chase acquire influential stake of two of its flagship products. The former employees, who represent more than half of the CAG ConsenSys shareholders, want an investigation in the matter, which allegedly saw, number one, fundamental intellectual property and subsidiaries illegally transferred from Ethereum into the new entity ConsenSys Software Incorporated. So what Joe Lubin did was, on the sly, he moved the intellectual properties to another ConsenSys company that those people don't look like they were really involved with. This is in exchange for 10% stake in the new entity and $39 million loaned by ConsenSys chief and Ethereum billionaire Joseph Lubin, according to the press release issued Wednesday. The deal, known as a CIG called Project North Star, resulted in financial institution JPMorgan winning a significant slice of the company's lucrative intellectual property, specifically MetaMask and Infura. Both crypto wallet MetaMask and node network Infura persists as arguably the Ethereum ecosystem's most crucial. Are you kidding me? You sold this off to JPMorgan and you're telling everyone you're not centralized, okay? We don't even know how much Ethereum is owned by JPMorgan, ConsenSys. All we know is, in the past, we've simply done the exact same thing. Watch Vitalik and Joe Lubin and ConsenSys and the EEA dump on retail over and over. Even when we look at the Hemming emails in 2018, they asked Bill Hemming straight up, you said they were decentralized. How much does ConsenSys own? How much does Joe Lubin and the owners own? He admitted not knowing, but he said that he knew ConsenSys owned just a little bit. They pressed him, what does a little bit mean, Mr. Hemming? He said, well, less than 30 or 40%. Are you kidding me? You're telling me that 30 to 40% of Ethereum was owned by ConsenSys, Joe Lubin, Vitalik, and possibly JPMorgan as a disguised whale, but it's definitely sufficiently decentralized. This is the biggest scam out there. This is bigger than FTX. We all know it. They sold out to the Chinese. Everyone knows that Vitalik's best buddy, still the head scientist on Wang Zhao's board. Come on, man. We all know that this is all connect the dots. You know, the Twitter, the Twitter people out there, crypto Twitter sleuths are out there. They're putting it all together. And now today, finally, they're saying the head of the snake is Gary Cohen, who actually hired Jay Clayton and into the SEC, which then turned around and brought Bill Hemming in, and that's where they took one company after the next, Alibaba, and another Chinese company, and another Chinese company, and another Chinese. They took them public, grabbed U.S. funds, took them public, and then was making tons of money. Their law firms were obviously connected into everybody connected into those IPOs at the beginning, and they made all the money on the back end. It is shameful of what is happening here. And what do we see out there? Media is not talking about it. And because, Bitcoin and Ethereum doesn't want anyone to know about it, doesn't want this to blow up in their face, all these influencers that kiss their ass are not talking about it. All right, let's go on to leverage Bitcoin futures ETF to start trading Tuesday. This is kind of crazy. Volatility shares say it's 2 times leveraged Bitcoin futures exchange traded fund will be based on CME Bitcoin future prices. Man, this is insane. I don't even know what to say. All of a sudden everyone gets approved, but we don't know about it until they come out and tell us. The SEC isn't saying one word because they'll get spanked down over the whole thing. It's just, again, Gary Gensler doesn't want to be criticized. I think he's a little wuss that doesn't want to feel it. I guarantee you he doesn't put anything on Twitter. He has all his interns put on Twitter. He doesn't want to see the criticism. He is probably one of the worst regulators out there. From minute one, he's been bought and sold by the administration and by big bank. All right, let's jump into the NFTs. We keep seeing NFTs plunge. I keep talking about Ethereum. I know gas fees are astronomical, but here's another spin on it. Let me bring in Emi. How you doing, Emi?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic. As usual, I'm pumped and hyped about what the hell is happening out here in crypto land.
Yeah, you're real hyped today. So this is absolutely crazy. Did you actually show the price yet? No, huh?
I haven't shown anything yet because this is getting ugly.
Yeah, let me look at the exact current price.
Perfect. It says Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT prices are plunging. Why? Well, it's just not them. It is all the blue chips that are just plunging. Here we go right here. The minimum trading price of top Ethereum NFT collections, including Bored Ape Yachts, CryptoPunks, have plunged over the last 24 hours, continuing to trim sharply falling prices, so-called blue chip NFTs. Floor prices of CryptoPunks and Bored Apes dropped by nearly 8% and 7% respectively over 24 hours, per CoinGecko. Okay? In recent weeks, Bored Ape Yacht Club has sustained sharper losses with floor prices or the cheapest listed NFT on the secondary market falling 19% in the last 30 days when measured in ETH. Now, we saw Eminem just sell his Bored Ape. He just sold his Bored Ape, dude, on the way down. He took a crap. What is a Bored Ape today? 37.5 ETH. If you watch today, we are going to go over what it was on Monday. Go check us out on Instagram as well as on TikTok, the House Heroes, and you will see. I'm sorry, OG Crypto. What did I say? Okay, on OG Crypto. Check us out on OG Crypto. We're gonna go over blue chip. Now we know it's way dated at this point.
Man, I almost want to redo it because it's crazy.
It's crazy. I have said it once, said it 100 times. Ethereum is not the network to build on. I know the EVM. It's EVM. They have their virtual network. Blah blah blah. Ethereum that's it. It's got its EVM. It was the first mover, but it's not the best mover. It is slow. It is transactions per second it's not competitive. And because of that, the price of gas fees is astronomical. Yesterday, we're pushing $30 a transaction on the average. I want to barf. Guys, you take care. We're going to go crazy. Go check us out on
Went crazy.
Yeah, I went crazy on TikTok as well as IG.
Bye.